And another beautiful float coming up Canal Street. You know, they've been talking about beads. I've been wearing these Mike Ditka beads. We'll have to show them later.
Those are the foot. I was wondering what those were.
Mike Ditka beads.
We'll get a look at those a little later, but right now this gorgeous float is coming into view. Look at that thing, and all the parts on it move.
All the shimming, just classic shimming, and it's the old-time wooden spoke wheels. You know, something else there, Super Parade, is the environment. I mean, look how pretty a parade looks in downtown New Orleans.
Is that the Washington Monument?
Around it.
Is that what that's supposed to be there, the Washington Monument bending over?
Yes, that's it. May the monument a hornpipe dance. May the monument do a hornpipe dance if ever I cease to love, whatever. Look at all the petals on the flowers are moving.
So many of the floats here reflect lyrics from the song that had to do with the politics of the day. That's why we saw Ulysses Grant earlier and this Washington theme float here. A lot of scandal and corruption. Kind of like today.
Yes.
In New Orleans.
In a place like New Orleans? No.
Well, we can appreciate it anyway.
Yes, we do. This is what New Orleans is all about. This is what makes the city so unique.
I was mentioning the surroundings of the environment, how pretty parade looks in downtown New Orleans. And of course, the leg of the parade when it goes down St. Charles Avenue, when you have those canopies of oak trees, and then when it comes up St. Charles into the business district where you see those balconies, there are so many environmental factors to parade New Orleans, just how pretty the surroundings look to a parade.
Now, this is a float that is really apropos with
yes.
April 15th coming a little too quickly for us. This is the income tax float.
Yes, may we never have to pay the income tax. My sentiment, exactly. Float number 23. There's old Moneybags himself. He's happy because he gets to keep all his money.
But not his shirt.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Are we getting rained on or what? This is the Spirit of New Orleans Brass Band. That's who you're hearing right now, providing the background music as we see the next float come into view. Oh, there they are. He's in the spirit.
Dressed for a second line. And the band wearing the classic brass band officers' caps, led by the second line leader.
And let's go back out now and see how the Argus Parade is rolling along in Metairie with Chris and Rich and Bob.
You know, can you ever have enough plastic cups? Ever?
Well, we're going to find out by the end of the day. I have a feeling.
I don't think you can ever have enough plastic cups.
Oh, you know, there's so many things you can drink out of them, and you can paint with them. You put paint in them. And
put flowers in them?
You put flowers in them. And so, no, I think the answer to the question is you can never have too many plastic cups.
I had to ask.
What float is this, Chris?
This is the B97. The B97, the bees float.
The bees, huh?
That's
Those
right.
Are some bad bees right
well,
there.
we've got 26 of them, all double-deckers. Hundreds and hundreds of people. Of course, everyone here at Argus is celebrating their 25th anniversary. 25 years of...
And I think those are little CDs, I guess, we have there. Journey and Rod Stewart, all the...
Beautiful.
Yeah, okay. Oh, hell, we got some presidents coming up here, right? This is
That's
the
what they
presidential
look like to
float.
me.
Is that Jefferson in front? Or did I flunk history? I believe that's Jefferson in front.
Hail to the Chiefs.
It is hail to the Chiefs. That's a very handsome float.
That's right. Those are some of the big dogs on that float right
That's
there.
almost like Mount Rushmore. It's Mount Floatmore.
Let's get some more floats. Let's go to Canal Street, see what's going on with Rex.
Thanks, guys.
This is the Citadel drill unit, and don't they look sharp?
Oh, how precise.
You know, part of the legend of Ever I Cease to Love is the part about the Grand Duke allegedly having an eye for Lydia Thompson, the burlesque singer. Well, I think what happened is that it may have been romanticized throughout the years. What happened is that at one place in St. Louis that the Grand Duke saw Lydia perform, and he sent her a bracelet. I think the romance at that time thought that as a sign of a romance. But the fact is, the Grand Duke was 22. Lydia was 36. So she was an older woman. Plus, Lydia was married at the time.
Oh, my goodness.
However, there is some evidence that the Grand Duke did have his eye on another actress who's performing in New Orleans, another burlesque actress named Lotta Crabtree, who was also in town at the time. But whatever romantic interest the Grand Duke had, if any at all, Lydia Thompson, it certainly didn't develop in New Orleans.
And there's that buffalo that the Grand Duke, I guess, was seeking.
Riding it through Texas, even though it was really in Nebraska. And he didn't ride, he hunted it.
You know, I tell you what, they've done a masterful job with these floats. They're fun to look at.
You know, one of the painters there in the rec stand told me that she'd always wanted to come down. She'd never done this kind of work. She's from Virginia. She came down, and Blaine Kern gave her an audition. You know what an audition was for her?
What?
Here's the side of the float. Have at it. And it was really a trial by fire, but she succeeded, and she's one of the people whose work that you see here
And
today.
she should be commended for doing a splendid job.
She said her mother always wanted her to make it big in life, and I said, well, honey, with these floats, you made it big in life.
Yeah, you don't get much bigger than
No.
Mardi Gras, New Orleans, the greatest free show on earth. Errol, here's another one of those wonderful marching jazz bands, the Olympia Jazz Band, the premier jazz band in New Orleans.
At the end now.
This is one of Rex's regular floats, the Royal Barge, which was introduced several years ago. So you'll see this float every year, and it was developed to represent Rex's arrival by river.
You know, when I see this float, there's a pang in my heart because I know this is the end. Oh my God, it's been such a wonderful parade. You hate to see it come to an end. They have just been great today.
And here, well, you have the Calliope to bring it to the finale here.
Whoa! My God, did you get your ear?
I got it on the head.
The last one, here it is. We'll take a break.
I like a lens that's thin, even in my prescription.
Vision Plaza has Lightweights, the world's thinnest, lightest, safest lens.
But I'd like it to fit my budget.
Right now at Vision Plaza, pay only $10 for a complete eye exam when you buy Lightweights. Or save $35 off Lightweights when you bring your own prescription.
Really?
Really. Come to one of Vision Plaza's 14 convenient locations today and save on genuine Lightweights.
An angry man takes to the street again to take it back from pushers and gangs and make it safe for his 4-year-old. Whose side are you on? An after-school program that develops children's artistic skills is about to lose its funding. The alternative? A spray can. Whose side are you on? A mother works 2 jobs so she can raise her kids in a decent neighborhood. Now she must face the new guy on the block, the one dealing drugs. Whose side are you on? A battle is raging. Parents all across America are struggling to protect their children. Call us. We know hundreds of ways you can take their side and help. We're fighting for the children. Whose side are you on?
She's been named one of America's 50 most beautiful people. She's one of the top models in the world, and guess what? She weighs almost 190 pounds. On the next Montel Williams show, meet Emmy. She's fought all of her life to be comfortable with who she is, and now she's reaching out to help other young women.
I don't want to be like this.
If you think a few extra pounds means you can't look good,
We have choices for you all over the store.
this show will change your mind forever. Supermodel Emmy opens our eyes to a new standard of beauty on the next Montel.
Today at 4, only on Channel 6.
Well, now that we've seen the last of Rex here on Canal Street, the whole party shifts that away toward the corner.
And you know where that is. Bourbon Street, the one and only. Let's go down and check in with Julie Miller and Steve Bellis.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you?
The sun is out.
The sun is out. And
It's warming up.
That's right. And as the parades start to end, the crowds are getting bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm a little worried. People have talked about television exposure, and some of these people are going to live up to that word. I'm saying on Bourbon Street.
Uh-oh. Hey, you're all the way from California, aren't you?
California, yeah, South Central.
Is this your first Mardi Gras?
No.
Do you love it?
I love it. Every year.
Wonderful, wonderful. I love it.
Now, have you guys just made your way from Canal Street?
Canal Street, yes.
And you got all your beads?
Yeah. Zulu.
Oh, you started your day off early, huh? Well, we're glad to have you guys.
Orlando, Florida, checking in right here. Going to the, we have Disney World, and this is the Disney World for adults right here.
And you know, the amazing thing about it is that most of these people here are dressed like regular people. They're costumed as regular people, but we got some people who are definitely having a bad hair day.
Where are you
right
guys
here.
from?
Hi.
Hi, come on in the sun here, if you would, okay?
So you're regular New Orleanian Mardi Gras.
Born and bred here. This is our day out.
No kids. No kids.
No kids?
Where you been hanging around? In alleys?
We started at least.
Like alley cats?
Yeah, we just been tramping around.
Wait a minute.
We left our kittens on St. Charles.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How many were in your litter?
We had 4 in our litter.
Oh, you have a big old litter.
T-Ben Boudreaux going nuts back
You
there.
staged it all.
Nah.
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'd like to say all friends of mine have friends back there in Minnesota. We've been down here for 18 years. We're having a great time. Thank you very much.
18 years you've been coming down?
18 years, that's right. Yeah, me and my buddy Dave right here. Come on, get in here, Dave.
I've been down here for 5 years.
We love it down here. We get
It's
to
a
do it
good
every
time.
year.
Yeah.
Every year we get all the praise and, having libations. We love it. We love it every year so much.
Well, we're glad to have you guys. Wait, I have a little fella back here in the crowd. Come here, little lady. What's your name?
Keyshawn.
And where are you from?
Kenner.
Kenner?
Mm-hmm.
And are you having a good time?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
The best time.
The best time? Do you come to Mardi Gras every year?
Every year.
And are those your little sisters and brothers?
Yeah, this is my sister, and that's my dad, and that's my brother right there.
And what channel do you watch?
Channel 6.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. Thanks for coming by to say hi.
What a disciplined crowd here. There we go.
I'm from Houma, Louisiana.
Well,
Raised Cajun. Right here we celebrate. Partying down.
We actually live in Tampa. Well, welcome. Happy Mardi Gras, guys.
Slide elbow.
Happy Mardi Gras.
As you can tell, as the parades are rolling by on Canal Street, they're all migrating this way. This is where the party is, guys.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Back to you guys, Susan and Norman.
Okay, Julie and Steve, you see the cotton candy man going past. People milling around, probably heading toward Julie and Steve, while Norman and I and Errol were looking at our haul, our loot, some really interesting
trying to size
goodies.
up how well we've done so far. You know, there's a tradition where they tell how well they did Mardi Gras, how successful it was at the end of the season by how much trash piled up. Well, our tradition is how well we did by how much loot we happen to
Well, there's
get.
some interesting ones this year. You might not be able to see it from your distance there, but these are little die. Each one is an individual dice.
Oh, that's
which
right.
makes sense in New Orleans. So we got die. We had the T-shirt that we had earlier. This is the rats, roaches, and tarantulas T-shirt. We still haven't figured that out.
Oh, that's unique.
You got a couple of great coconuts.
Yeah, I did. I had some coconuts here. This wonderful gilded coconut from Zulu. And where's the other one that we caught?
I think we have a purple one in here
Purple
somewhere.
and black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've done all right. And Errol, you haven't done too badly.
Yeah, what people can't see is that you all have a protective screen and you all still get showered with things.
Well, that's true.
I mean, people make an effort. They do leap shots to get over the protective screen so you get stuff. There was one rider on the Rex Parade who was sort of critical of you all for having that
I
screen.
was going to mention that. He called us wimps.
Well, yeah. Because of the
We'll have
screen,
him
he
come
wanted to
down
throw right
here.
at you. But despite it all, you all still got things.
Hey, listen, we have learned through the years that you have to have that little screen of protection there because they become so energetic. One year, what are you? You were bopped in the head?
Yep.
and I was bopped in the teeth because I tend to smile a lot, you know. That's really painful to get hit in the teeth. So we put that screen there just to, you know, just for a little protection.
But things are a little bit calmer, more of a family atmosphere in Uptown, and that's where Margaret Orr and Heath Allen have been all day. Let's see what they've got out there now.
Now, let me tell you, they're not any calmer here. In fact, this bag was just beamed over at Heath, and luckily he deflected it. Y'all want it? Okay, there you go. That's all yours. We are getting so much stuff you wouldn't believe. And Susan, I want you to know, when I was out here one time, I got hit in the mouth and I needed braces after it. I'm not kidding. Uh-oh. You know, they've been going for my wig. I hope that isn't a political commentary, that I need to change it. Anyway, Heath is right down here in the crowd. You can see him. He's down.
Can you find me there, Lester? Yeah, as this float number 8 or truck float number 89 rolls by and the beads are coming out, we're going to see a bunch of people down here using the best technique they know how to try and get some beads. You got to be brave. You got to be courageous. You got to get right down the street and go up and just, heck, ask for them. Hey, throw me something right here. And if they go on the ground, do not stick your hands down there. Stick your feet down there. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Really? Have you got a lot of beads?
Yes.
Do you want to go get some more beads?
Yeah.
Please do. Bye. Have a good time. This is really a fun time up here on St. Charles Street. It really is the family atmosphere. You just come up here, you have a good time, you be careful, and you go home with just a ton of stuff. In fact, it's so friendly here, they throw it back to you. You throw it to them, they throw it back to you. It's a never-ending process. I tell you, we're going to wrap it up right here as we're watching what? This is Dracula's Castle. Take a look at Dracula's Castle there, Lester. Oh, and look at that. I got it. Oh, now look, did I take that from you? It's because I'm taller than you are. And that's why I'm down here. Okay, we're going to throw it to a break. We'll have more Mardi Gras, 1997.
It affects 1 in 6. One touch, and you can get it. Itching, pain, burning. These are just a few symptoms of genital herpes. Don't dismiss it as jock itch or a yeast infection. The symptoms may disappear, but they can come back again and again. If you experience these symptoms, see a doctor. You don't have to get burned. For more information about herpes, call 1-800-227-8922.
Psychic Readers Network invites you to try a free sample reading right now. Listen to what these real people had to say and call now.
From my psychic, I got some peace of mind. So to me, it was worth it. It really was.
These people are real. The readings are real. See for yourself for free. We'll pay for your test reading. Call now.
I didn't expect her to have me pegged like this. I was amazed.
There's no cost to try it out. It's on us. So call now for your free sample reading.
Wow, this is just over the phone. You know, this is amazing that somehow he knew.
Here's your chance. See for yourself what these people are talking about. We'll pay for your test reading, so call now.
I didn't believe it, but once you try it and you get up there, you'll be surprised.
We can't wait to show you how good we are, so we'll give you the test reading for free. Call right now.
Try it at least once, just to see. Don't make a decision about anything that you have not tried.
Call 1-800-806-5018.
20 kids. For 1 hour a week, you leave your concrete world of flip phones and faxes and talk to 20 kids about how business works. They will question everything. But those 20 kids will talk to 20 more. So by Saturday, what you said on Thursday could be halfway around their world. You get to make a difference. Could just make the rest of your week pretty dull. That's the new JA, teaching kids how business works.
You're watching Channel 6, WDSU-TV, New Orleans.
And welcome back, everyone, to the, well, no, we're no longer with the Argus Parade because the Argus Parade has passed us. These are the Elks Jeffersonians. This is the truck parade, 75 trucks strong. Number 7, so what do we have? Like, we have 65 more floats to go if my math is not bad, and at this time of the day it probably is bad. But anyway, these are the, what are these? These are tiny nights? There's a lot of little kids, some little kids on the float, a couple of them anyway, and a lot of older folks as well.
Having a little
Chris.
mic trouble over here.
Well, here, join me, please.
Who needs a microphone, right? This is Mardi Gras. Watch out. You got your heads up.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I'm going to do the talking until we get the mic fixed up. You keep me from getting hit. Is that a deal? All right, that is a deal. 3,500 riders are in the Elks Jeffersonians. 3,500 people come out. These aren't floats, they're big old trucks, 18-wheelers, Packards, you name it, and we've got it. And after this, there's going to be another truck parade. So the people out here in Metairie, it's early. I mean, this thing has just begun in terms of beads and cups and trinkets and all of the good stuff that you can get on a parade like this. You know, we had Bob Alvarez out here, Father Guido Sarducci. He's been lost on the parade route. He is somewhere out there, hopefully giving absolution to all these good folks out here. Right now we've got, what do we have? This must be a Warner Brothers, because I can see Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and all those other characters from my youth. And some stuff is flying off those trucks as well. It's been kind of a slow-moving parade today, but given that the weather, it just keeps on getting more beautiful and warmer. Hey, this is great. All right, listen, we're going to head off to where things are probably a little bit wilder, and that would be Bourbon Street. What's going on down there in the quarter?
Well, as you know, guys, the party is getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the parade goers start making their way down here to Bourbon Street. Hey, what's your name?
Marvin Twine.
And I have to get a box to be as tall.
That's right.
You did great with your bead catching.
Thank you.
Did you have to scream for those beads?
No, I did not.
No, you did not? Is your hair always yellow like that golden color?
Well, a little bit.
Well, it looks very good. You keep hollering for those beads.
Thank you.
You tell
Well,
Marvin.
Let's talk to some people from St. Tammany Parish. Who we got here?
Julio, the bus driver out inside here. Yeah. Hey, kiddies, I'll see you on Thursday.
There we go. A school bus driver, ladies and gentlemen. And who we got here?
You got Donald, the truck driver.
Hey, Donald.
Let's have a great big hand for the truck driver. Yeah!
Are all you guys from New Orleans?
Yeah, we're students at Tulane Med School.
Just a quiet little bunch
Western
here.
Mississippi.
But you've been to lots of Mardi Gras, haven't you?
No, this is my first one.
Well, you sure did fit right on in.
Oh, look at this one here.
I'm learning how to act like coon asses.
And she's doing a great
She didn't
job.
say coon ass, did
No,
she?
she didn't
You
say
can't
that.
say that on television. I don't think you can. Yes, you did. Oh, listen. There we go.
Okay, that's good. That's acceptable in this city.
That's the politically correct way of saying it.
Correct.
Look at this guy. This guy probably shaves above the chin, right?
Right.
But you haven't today.
I haven't.
Okay. How long of a growth is that? Is that like 2
Bye,
weeks?
guys.
About 2 inch.
Bye, Marvin. You're a popular character.
Wait a minute. Somebody's saying goodbye over here.
All right, goodbye.
Oh,
Yeah.
At least I'm not a blonde all the time.
my goodness.
He lost his hair.
I got you. Oh, okay.
All
Look
in
at
one
this.
day.
There we go. Hi, come on in here. Oh, my gosh.
wow.
Look, she has a nourishing drink here.
What is that?
This is strawberry daiquiri with pina colada.
Oh. You know, somehow I thought that was a big malt.
That's enough for this Mardi Gras and next year.
This is my little baby.
This is an African queen. This is my African queen.
Just like the movie, right?
Yeah.
Where are all your beads?
I don't like beads. I don't come out for Mardi Gras for beads. I come to have some. No, I don't like beads.
No. I'll be glad to give us some of my beads.
Yeah,
well, you did
we'll let
great
you
on your
guys
beads.
negotiate a little later here.
I love money.
Well, as you can see, the party is definitely getting bigger and better on Bourbon Street. Mardi Gras!
Hey, I'll hold the mic, thank you. Oh, man. We got to toss it somewhere.
We're from Picayune.
I think you guys better take it. Take it.
Actually, we're going to a break. We'll be back with more of our Mardi Gras 1997 coverage right after this break.
Hey, your beads right there.
Today on Channel 6 News at 5. After Zulu has passed and Rex has rolled by, check out Mardi Gras and peer into the night with live reports from all around. Today on Channel 6 News at 5.
It's Michael Hebert's Mardi Gras Mambo one-day sale. Mardi Gras Day Michael's doing the Mambo 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Elmwood store only. Get special financing. Come to Michael Hebert's Mardi Gras Mambo sale one day only.
It's a dangerous world out there, and protecting a kid is tough.
I know. From abuse to bullies, to
punks and AIDS.
But you can ease his pain. You can help when the crisis strikes.
I want to help him.
You can. It's free. Call Kids Peace for 15 ways you can help your kids through crisis. Give your kids peace. Call 1-800-889-KIDS right now.
Where's Michael?
National Guard duty.
Ah, bet he's just sandbagging.
I don't think so.
Sure he is. He left us with all the big fires to put out.
Over 52% of our military is made up of the National Guard and Reserve. They serve in times of war and in times of disaster. And the jobs they perform are hard enough, without you making it harder.
Well, let's hope he's ready for some late nights when he gets back.
Please support your employees in the National Guard and Reserve.
Kids shake, rattle, and roll every week with the Blues Schoolhouse programs of the House of Blues. This and other programs are hosted by the International House of Blues Foundation. In an effort to continue these projects, the Foundation will host a benefit concert featuring Shaka Khan, February 23rd at the House of Blues. All proceeds will help support the Foundation's projects. For ticket information, call 529-BLUE, sponsored by the International House of Blues and Channel 6, making a difference together.
For all the time she gave you, give her some back. Remind your mom to have routine preventive checkups. A yearly pap smear, mammogram, and blood tests are the best way to stay in good health.
You know, I think I've been busted. I was just telling Susan Roaston and Errol Laborde that my wife absolutely just loves Mardi Gras. And Susan, you busted me.
Yeah, your wife loves Mardi Gras, Norman. You are the, you know, what he was really saying was my wife is just a big kid. Norman's just a big kid. I mean, what other self-respecting newscaster would be Batman today?
Hey, listen, I'm Batman forever. You know, I'm the Batman looming over the metropolis of Mardi Gras. This is just where else can you be in the country or in the world as a newsman or any place else and be your fantasy? Mm-hmm. You know, you could be Batman for a day.
Nowhere else. You know? I want to mention something that happened a little bit earlier, right before the Rex Parade came, because it has a little bit of significance to an incident that happened last year. If you remember, on Mardi Gras last year, some of the marching clubs were tossed out of the parade.
Right, that's right.
The Lions Marching Club and the Buzzards, and the reason was never totally explained. I think it had something to do because Zula was running late and Rex was having problems, that they just yanked them out. Well, they spent a whole year of going back and forth to the courts and to the city council. Finally, a law was passed, which in effect gives the police the right to yank them out, but also gave them a place of prominence in the parade schedule. They're officially on the parade schedule now. And so right before Rex, the Buzzard returned to Canal Street. Right? And that was the big story.
That's the big story of the day. The Buzzard returned to Canal Street.
After being yanked last year, 2 years they've been away from Canal Street. They've returned. We've heard about the Swallows returning to Capistrano and all that. But today we saw the Buzzards returning to Canal Street.
Oh, there were a lot of hurt feelings last year. I think the police said that they were delaying the parade when, in truth, there were other delays.
I think the police got into something that they didn't fully realize the impact of it and the amount of outrage that it would cause. And I don't think it would happen again, but it was just misunderstandings all along the way.
No, I think without a doubt they add a large measure of flavor and color to the parade, to those marching clubs. There are 5 of them, and I just don't think Mardi Gras would be what it is without those marching clubs.
And of course, earlier in the day, the first to come down, at least the first I saw, was Pete Fountain's half fast marching club.
You say that very slowly.
And I believe John Goodman was singing along with him. Now Pete's riding now. He has like a float type vehicle that he's riding, and they're all the better to see him because in the past he'd be in the middle and everybody wouldn't be surrounding him. It'd be hard to see that dome of Pete Fountain's. but he was riding in the place of prominence today.
Yes, he was, and we enjoyed it when he passed. He played for us and waved, as he always does, Susan.
Now, we've had news crews out all over today, and we want to go back now to Metairie, where Chris Fairbairn, Rich Lenz, and Bob Alvarez are having a good time, too.
We are. This is having a good time, and this truck float made in Japan, made in the USA. That's kind of right up my alley, isn't it?
Yeah, the beads are made in Japan. But you got some nice ones there.
Yeah, I got some beautiful beads here today. 75. Sit down so we can see. Very nice. 75.
Very polite young men here.
How many did you say? 75 of these?
Yeah, 75 in all, and I think we're still in our teens, Chris.
Oh, yes. I think number 17 or 18 now, so we've got a long way to celebrate. This day is far from over in Metairie.
You know, I was getting lonely before. I couldn't find you. I couldn't find Peter Pan had flown off, and Guido Sarducci was over there. You know, and you know, the good father. I hope he is being the good father.
Well, you know, leave it to Father Bob, Father Guido, to find the pretty girls.
There you go.
He's still trying to find the pretty girls, but he's found a few. Boy, and they're hugging all over him. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look at these floats right here. This is kid stuff.
Right.
And this is truck number 18.
Kind of in a toy soldier kind of motif.
And you know what I have found? They have really been generous with the beads this year.
They have.
They have loaded us up.
And it's, in fact, the truck is weighing. I think the tires are flat on the truck now.
I feel sorry for all the little kids behind us who can't get the beads, so I throw all the beads in the cups and
well, see, that's Peter
stuffed
Pan's.
animals behind us.
You're the nice Peter Pan. You're supposed to do those things.
Pixie dust or something like that?
That's right, exactly.
I'm spreading pixie dust.
Oh, here comes. Whoa, here we go. Oh, goodness gracious. That was a missile. Oh, here comes another one.
Another missile. Speaking of missiles, I'll bet Norman and Susan have been pelted today.
Yes, indeed. I bet they have. Let's go talk to them right now. Batman, Catwoman.
We're here starting to get a little bit nippy. The sun has gone in where we are, so we're trying to stay warm.
That's right. You have your coat back on. Of course, I have the cape that I can close up anytime it gets a little too chilly. And Errol can pull his hat down and just stay warm over everything. Let's go down on the street now to Michael Marsh, who's run into some cheeseheads. Hey, Michael.
Cheeseheads, we talked to them at the beginning of the program. I don't know how many hours ago, but of course 2 parades later. How did you guys do?
We're loving it. We did pretty good. We got 4 coconuts.
4 coconuts
yes.
in Zulu.
Yep.
Now this is your first Mardi Gras, right?
This is our first Mardi Gras. We did very well last night without the cheeseheads, and we're getting a lot of offers today for the cheeseheads.
Those are almost as valuable as the coconuts. All right, show us what you got right here. Oh, lid looks pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad. 4 coconuts, about a good 10, 15 pounds worth of beads and cups, and a little bit more.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You guys did all right. That's what the parades are all about, too. Norman and Susan?
Yeah, we hear the horns behind you, Michael. It's like, move out of the way. Here comes the trucks.
These big, huge things, of course, mostly they're ridden by families who work all year long on their floats and put their themes together. Some of them are really quite clever, Errol.
Well, usually the first 20 or so floats are the best because what they do is they have a system like the award winners in the previous years. Part of their prize is that they get the good positioning. And so if you look at the first few, you're going to see some of them that will rival some of the better made floats and some of the better parades.
Oh, definitely. And of course, leading all the truck floats parades is the Elks crew of Orleanians, the oldest and largest of the truck crews. 100 trucks this year and 3,000 riders.
And this year's theme, Cruising the Quarter. What a lot of people are doing tonight.
And that sound you hear is unmistakable. The blaring of the truck horn lets you know the truck parade is on the way. And we're going to see a lot of trucks. a lot of trucks.
A lot of trucks, lots of folks throwing stuff. If someone's mission on Mardi Gras is to catch lots of stuff, this is how they do it. This is their strategy. Wait around for the trucks. And wait around for the trucks, they can get all they want. I wouldn't be surprised if there's people who ride in parades who come to the truck parades just to catch stuff so they can throw it in their parade the next year.
And the stuff that they're throwing now has gotten bigger and bigger. We've been talking about these big beads, the larger and larger beads. They're almost some of the size of Christmas balls practically, Errol. What do you think? They get real big and then go back small after the year 2000 or something?
What's happening, I'm having some captains tell me that the one little problem is that the big beads have become so popular that people in the street, people in the streets are becoming selective.
Yes,
and so
they don't want the little
ones. People are starting to reject the smaller beads now because they want the big beads.
Now, I know at Accent Annex they take trips to Hong Kong and get beads designed in just the way that ladies' fine jewelry would be designed.
And look at the animation on this float.
So this is obviously a previous winner because you can tell these people have the...
oh, yeah. Is that a butterfly or a bee?
They have the knack for doing it right. That looks like a bee, I think.
It's like Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And look at there's animation all along the top.
And the theme is bug off.
The bug off.
A lot of little kids riding with moms and dads there.
Very nice job.
We'll take a break and be right back after this.
Ultraman Audio opened 24 years ago in this converted one-room barbershop. I'm Henry Ultraman. Sound advice, better quality brands, and a free double warranty, along with people that really can answer your questions, have made us different. We're celebrating with our 24th anniversary sale. Every CD player, every receiver, and our quality speakers are all on sale. Save on TVs and car stereo too. Ultraman Audio uptown at Magazine in Nashville and in Metairie. Ultraman Audio for some sound advice.
I suppose some professional football players didn't drink milk 3 to 4 times a day when they were growing up. After all, I haven't introduced myself to all of them yet. But I have met a lot of kids, and active kids need milk. A lot of kids stop drinking milk when they need it most. Milk is an awesome source of calcium, and you need calcium for strong teeth and bones. If you're a future pro football player or participate in any sport, do as I do. Drink your milk. Drink your milk. Drink your milk.
Babies are coming whether you're ready or not. No one can move fast enough. Your stress level goes sky high.
And the adrenaline rush.
Whole body's into it.
We asked some of the hottest women in medicine to switch antiperspirants and try Degree.
Body heat activated. Sounds impressive.
As your body heat rises, Degree releases extra protection when you need it most.
I definitely felt more confident. The more you need it, the more it works. I love it. It's working great.
Body heat activated Degree for an extra degree of protection.
First time I ever walked out of delivery room dry.
Every year I try to quit smoking cold turkey, but this year is my year. I'm committed, I'm psyched, and I have help, Nicorette gum, to help control my cravings. It's not like the patch. Nicorette lets me decide how much nicotine to use and when to use it, so I can stop smoking now. The idea is by this time next year to save enough money by not smoking to be not smoking in Cancun.
Nicorette gum will help you quit smoking successfully by helping you control your cravings. You can do it. Nicorette can help.
And this is the crew of Elks, crew of Orleanian Truck Parade, the largest and oldest truck parade in the city. And you're getting a camera's eye view, a bird's eye view, because Ralph Madison, our photographer, is on top of that float riding along.
Look out, Ralph.
Yeah, go with the flow. He's going with it.
And they really are throwing the beads.
The idea of the truck floats was started by a man named Valley, who belonged to the Elks crew. Around the 1930s, he had the idea, thought it could bring more people into participating. And of course, it's grown not only in Orleans Parish, but in Jefferson Parish also.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's an idea that's caught on, because these people have been here since we've been here, Susan. That's been early this morning, and they have not moved an inch.
And some people say that they don't see as much masking on the streets as they used to. But the argument is that a lot of people might be masking are on trucks now. I mean, if you take all these people who are really spirited people and put them on the streets, I mean, that'd be a lot of maskers.
I'm telling you. What do we got, about 6,000 people in these truck crews altogether? The crew of Where You At?
Crew of Where You At, isn't that great?
That's all New Orleans.
Yeah, I would say if you average about 30 per truck and you got 100 trucks, there'd be about 3,000 into the organization, yeah.
And as we hear the next horn blare, let's go out to Bourbon Street.
Hi, guys. As you can see, it is wall-to-wall people and balcony-to-balcony fun down here on Bourbon Street. The crowd is definitely getting bigger, isn't it?
Well, my goodness, what a surprise.
No, what a surprise.
Yes.
Yes, they're coming from Canal Street, making their way down or making their way from all over the country, right?
Yeah, we're from Delaware.
And this is your second year?
Third.
Third year. And this is your first.
First year. It's my birthday present for my mom.
What do you think? Are you coming back?
Definitely next year.
So how many pairs of beads? You've been catching beads all weekend?
All weekend. This is nothing. Our hotel is filled.
We're glad to have you guys. Welcome to New Orleans.
Somebody who's got a nice supply of beads and definitely a...
It's Miss Piggy.
We have a nasal problem here with Miss Piggy. Hi. Give a big hand for Miss Piggy. I gotta tell you, these folks know how to cheer because they're used to getting cheers. They're from LSU.
The Tiger
LSU. All right, that's it. Let's offend all the other state colleges in Louisiana and in Mississippi if we can.
That's okay.
Hey, listen,
Hey, look, it's another
you guys are known as what?
The third line band.
Third line band. What does that mean?
I don't know. That's what the mayor called us.
Okay. Oh, third line band playing a second line song, right?
Right.
You guys gonna do it for us?
All right, are you guys ready to second line? Before.
I think one of them's been standing up too long.
It is the LSU third line band. Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, that's what's happening down on Bourbon Street. Back to you on Canal.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you, we're getting pelted.
A whole handfuls at one time. This float is up, up, and away.
Oh, my goodness. They have a sign on that float that says, warning, loud noise. They aren't kidding.
Hey, let's go on out to Cassandra Fleming, our flapper in Thibodeau. We'll join her in just a second. She's seen some great floats today herself.
I'm telling you, she has made some new friends down there. I'm telling you, she has warmed up that crowd down there in Thibodeau. I don't even know if they're going to let her come home. Cassandra, are you going to be able to come home, or have you been adopted by the people of Thibodeau?
Well, I don't know. We might have to stick around here. We'll have to talk to our boss, Kurt, about that. But we are having a good time. We have made lots of new friends. In fact, I have been told that the crew of Cronus is turning around the corner. And before we go, I hope you'll get a chance to see that parade coming up behind us. And standing next to me, a bunch of our friends, and they have one big message for everyone out there in New Orleans. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy Mardi Gras! This is a great crowd. And who said the spirit of Mardi Gras was not alive and well here in Thibodeau? I have met some people from as far away as New England and California. Ladies, step on up. Say hello to Susan and Norman, tell us about what you guys are doing out here today.
We came to visit friends in Thibodeau. Yay, Eden!
I like your shirt now. It says, throw me something, mister. Have you asked anyone to throw you something? I see a couple of beads there around your neck.
Yes, we have. We've enjoyed ourselves very much.
What do you like most about it out here?
I love the weather and the friendly, friendly people. They're just wonderful. Everybody's so beautiful and nice. We've had a great time. They are.
And very friendly, and we are having a good time. And you know, maybe, maybe not. We'll have to decide whether or not we come back, because we are having a good time. They fed us. We are full. And if we're not careful, I don't know, I just might bust out of this costume. But we're going to have a good time and bring you more coming up tonight at 5. Parade's not here yet, but we'll tell you about it tonight.
Hey, Cassandra. Glad she's having such a good time out there.
Boy, look at the people out there, and look at those trucks as they roll through. It's like Moses parting the Red Sea.
Of course, you get down to the trucks, you hunker down to the real business, which is catching stuff, because there's no bands to create a distraction here. You're doing one thing, you're catching stuff.
That's right, and that's what it's all about. You know, that's really what people come here for.
And the only music, if you call it music, is that honking of the trucks. Sort of a mournful honk.
If I had perfect pitch, I could tell you what key it was in, but I don't. I guess it doesn't matter anyway.
So many of these beads, they wind up on rear view mirrors in your car. You drape them over mirrors in your bathroom. What else do you do with these beads?
Well, you know, you kind of pack them up away in the closet and save them for your friends.
Bring them out next year, yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of wear them as the Mardi Gras season gets underway. You know, 12th night, you got some beads to show off for it, and you kind of look like you're in the throw of
I have a theory that there's only a certain amount of beads in the world, and they're recycled every year. Like, people sell them back to, like, Accident Addicts and places like that, and then they recycle them. And so these are the same beads we caught last year. Go round and round.
Hey, we're well into recycling here in New Orleans. We've been into recycling since there was a Mardi Gras.
Speaking of recycling, a while ago, reference was made to the annual trash count that we have to tell.
Yeah.
That's no more. Last year they said they were going to stop doing it because of recycling.
Oh, really?
And so we're not going to hear that anymore. They said because of recycling, and now that there's lighter weight aluminum, beer cans don't weigh as much as they used to. And so it's not as accurate of a gauge as it used to be.
So they'll have to judge the economic impact of this year's Mardi Gras through hotel rooms.
The truth is, it's almost impossible to get an exact number. The one thing you know for sure is that's an enormous impact. But yeah, you can look at hotel rooms, and you can look at sales tax for the month of February and see how it differs from other months. There's ways, but it's hard to get an exact number.
Well, this should be a good one.
Look at this float. Drive-in Saturday night. The movie reel is rolling at the top. The speaker is twirling around. The car. This must be an outdoor theater.
Yeah, a drive-in. The crew of Hoodoo.
They really are creative in coming up with their costumes. Whoa!
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, wow, what a beat.
We'll take a break and be right back after this. Thank you, Norman.
Suicide, noun. The act of intentionally ending one's own life. That's the definition. Now here's the reality. Last year, nearly 15% of all teenage deaths were caused by suicide. And that doesn't take into account teens who try and fail, or those just beginning to consider suicide. As teenagers, we have to deal with a lot of problems, like depression, peer pressure, breakup of a relationship, even tension in our own families. Sometimes things get so bad, we lose our perspective. We can't see any solutions. And that's when we're most vulnerable. But there is an answer. The Boys Town National Hotline. It's not just for boys, it's for teens. Teens who need help. If things are beginning to be too much for you to deal with, there's only one number you need to know. 1-800-448-3000. The Boys Town National Hotline. There's always help at the end of the line.
Children are being killed in our streets. Children are dying. Good men and women will make the difference. We currently have in place a plan. The key points are leadership, technology, and also decentralization, putting more police officers back out into the community. We need 300 good men and women to make this happen. I'd like to see individuals that can come here for 3 or 4 years. That's all we're looking for. And then we'll let them make a decision after 4 years. Some individuals might decide that they might want to make it a career. In 4 years, we can dramatically reduce the level of crime in our community. I'm not a politician. This is not a speech that I'm trying to put out to the community. I need good men and women that can make a difference. I get those 300 people, I can make a difference dramatically in affecting and reducing crime in our community.
To join, call 1-888-NOPD-YES.
This is, I thought it was the Cajun Cowboy float, but I think I'm one behind. Let's see what this next one is coming up. Truck float.
You know, Susan, we've only got 186 trucks to go, and this is the first truck crew. We've got 2 or 3 truck crews to go after this.
This is that one that I loved on St. Charles Avenue, the crawfish boil. This is a great one.
You know, I realize it's happening. You all have the screen to protect you, but what's happening, people are challenged by the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So when they see it's drawing them to throw stuff at you over the screen, so you're still getting lots of stuff just by a different trajectory than you anticipated.
And most of it's coming down on the top of my head.
Well, let's see how they're doing collecting beads out in Metairie.
Here in Metairie, we have been so swamped with beads, we had to call on the good Father to throw us a blessing our way.
I'll tell you, amazing.
It is.
Amazing. Now, last time I saw you, I was taking a ride with the Queen.
That's the last we saw of you, too, for quite a while.
For a long ride, and I had a long walk back.
The Wild Blue yonder. We're just about halfway through the Elks Jeffersonians trucks right now, and in fact, you're looking one of them right now. This is what's a po' boy to do? That's a good question.
I'd like to eat one right now.
That's a good one. I know one thing. There is no shortage of carnival spirit, Mardi Gras spirit today.
Whoa, hold on there.
That's right. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming, man.
Oh, my goodness. This has been a tremendous day. You really couldn't have asked for a more perfect, more beautiful day on Mardi Gras.
It was a little bit cool, but you know what? it warmed up as the day went on, and it really turned out to be a wonderful day. And there's no sign of it slowing down. That's the thing. I mean, we're slowing. Or maybe we're slowing down just a little bit.
Well, maybe we are.
I mean, we're going to go off the air. This thing's going to keep on going.
You got that right, Rich. This party is far from over. It is going to go on. This has got to be a record-breaking crowd out here. This is incredible, the amount of people. Everybody's having a good time. I tell you, it's been very well behaved. A family atmosphere. Everybody's in a great mood. Veggies are us.
It's second year in a row that we've had the good father, Sarducci, with us. It's been wonderful to be up here with you, Peter Pan.
Well, it's my pleasure to have the good father and the Riddler. Well, that wraps it up from Metairie. We had a great time. Back to Canal Street.
All right, we say goodbye to Peter Pan, the Riddler, and Father Bob. Back here now on Canal Street.
All right, let's take one last trip uptown to visit with the queen of cotton candy and Mr. Clint Eastwood himself. Take it away, partner.
Hey, Norman. Hey, Susan. Listen, this is Crescent City. It has 75 floats. It's 50 years old. They've got 2,000 riders, and the royalty happened to be from the Chinchuba Institute. Having a good time.
And you've got a special guest, don't you, Margaret, here, who's somebody's been very helpful to us all day.
That's right. This is Mr. Chin, who's let us go into his nice place. And what did you catch?
What did you catch, Earl?
A mouse.
A mouse!
He got a mouse. Show the mouse.
Show the mouse how you do it.
Yuckaroo. This is one of my best catches.
That's yours. It's like a little thingamadodger. There's an alligator that goes back and forth. I just got some pretty nice beads. And I'd say there's a lot more trucks coming, a lot more truckloads coming. This is going to be here a long, long afternoon. Perfect weather. You did it, my dear.
It's been a great day here on St. Charles. Everybody's been having fun. They've all been throwing beads to each other. People are going home with a lot of beads and a lot of smiles. And they'll be here for at least another, 30 minutes to an hour.
Maybe more. And this is probably a record-setting crowd out here, wouldn't you think? This thing's huge.
I think so. I mean, I can remember back when I was a kid, this is just what the crowds were like to me. You know, I can remember dodging in and out between all the feet and going for the doubloons and everything. It's a good crowd, and they've had lots and lots of fun.
You know what? I can't remember back when I was a kid.
You can't.
No, I can't. All right, let's take it back down to Canal Street. We've had a great time, Margaret Orr and myself, out here on St. Charles at Delachey's with a terrific bunch of parades and floats and some very, very good people. We've had a great time. We'll throw it back to you now.
All right, glad you had such a good uptown. Let's check in one last time now with Julie and Steve on Bourbon Street.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yes, indeed.
We're wrapping it up, but you know what? They're going to be partying for hours here on Bourbon Street. You guys are from South Carolina, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am, we are. Yeah.
You love Mardi Gras, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, I made the mistake of asking these guys if you guys are students. No. They're party animals.
And you were from New Orleans. It's the first time you've dressed up, huh?
Yeah.
Did it help you in getting those beads?
Yeah, it helps a lot. I guess people like vampires or something.
Well, I don't know what the deal is with the vampires, but it's Matthew what?
O'Neill.
Well, hi, Matthew. Thanks for coming to visit us.
Sure thing.
All right.
Happy Mardi Gras.
We got somebody who's been waiting in the wings for a long time, and this is Tickle Me Elmo. How you doing?
Happy Mardi Gras.
I'm just tickled to have you here. Whoa!
Oh, that's good, Steve. That's good. You're a more popular little character at Christmas time, too.
Feel it. Here we go. She wasn't kidding. What we got back here? It's the Phantom.
Channel 6, I'm from here.
Oh, yeah. Y'all enjoying yourselves?
Very much. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, the man is having such a terrible time.
I know. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Well, you know, as the parades wrap up in Canal Street, Jefferson, across the river, the party continues here on Bourbon Street. And I remember last year, even when I drove down to work, it was still going
Oh,
strong.
man, it's going to go till tonight. Remember when those 8 or 10 horses abreast right across Bourbon Street come by and they say it's time to quit? It is time to quit, but between now and then, they're going to party. You guys going to party?
You ready?
They're going to party.
What do you want to tell the city of New Orleans? So happy Mardi Gras, everybody. We've had a great time here on Bourbon Street, and we'll see you bright and early again tomorrow morning.
Woo, 5:30. We'll see you then.
Bye, Susan. Norman. All right, bye, guys.
All right, before we say a quick goodbye from here, let's go down to Michael Marsh for a quick goodbye. Hi, Mike. Say goodbye.
This is what it's all about, and I got my share this time. Happy Mardi Gras, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Mardi Gras to you, Mike.
He needs to watch his head. He can't just stand there. He'll get pelted with some more. We've had a great time here on Canal Street. We hope you've had fun watching. We still have more trucks to go past.
Yeah.
And the day is
And Errol Laborde, we want to give you a chance to say goodbye. You've done a splendid job, and it's been wonderful having you, as always.
Just a reminder, Mardi Gras next year is February 24th, so we have 1 year and 13 days to get ready for it.
Sounds like words to use to your advantage. Considering that we were at February 11th this year, you kind of like sneaked up on us. Well, we had Sugar Bowl, Super Bowl, and now Mardi Gras.
Well, we have a whole nother year to come up with another theme for our Channel 6 costume.
There you go. There you go. But it's going to be hard to top this year, Susan. I think we're kind of over the top. This is really good. I've had fun, and I hope you at home have had fun watching us.
Enjoy the last few minutes of our live coverage and tune in to Channel 6 News at 5, and we'll give you the highlights. Thank you for joining us.
Boy, I'm telling you, this truck parade is awesome. We're at 27. We're at float number 27 now, and we have 100 floats. We have 100 floats all together, and this is just the first truck parade.
So 173 floats left. And so if you missed it, run out. It's not too late to catch some beads.
That's right. You could probably drive in from Mandeville and still catch the truck float parade. This one's just taking up space, filled with kids and moms and dads.
Hey, we've had a great time. Thank you for watching.
Smoking and the